All right, now let's jump into the next 3 things that you may or may not be doing. And I think I can give you some tips, even if you are doing it, maybe to do it better. So let's jump into it. Not using hashtags. If you are on Instagram and you're trying to grow and you're not using hashtags on your posts, or if you're just using 2 or 3 and they're just your name or 1 or 2 that just kind of go with your city or something along those lines, then you're missing the mark. Here's what my strategy for hashtags. You should always have a set, maybe 5 or 6 that you do use consistently. So real estate, right? It should definitely have your town name, whatever the town or city is that you work in, or multiple. If it's about a listing and it's in a town that you don't normally work in, make sure to tag that town in that specific post, because that video content will be seen within that community. So the other part of hashtags that you probably aren't doing is you're not probably searching hashtags and finding out the ones that would be best for your area. So this is how you do that. Go into Instagram and go to the search function and type in real estate, whatever the town name is that you have, or type in a bunch of different hashtag ideas that you might be thinking would work and see how many other people post using those hashtags. Then go to some local pages, see what they hashtag, because now you're going to start to build up that library of things that you can use every single time you post. And then every post that you do, you want to change up the hashtag slightly. So like I said, you can have 5 or 6 that are kind of your go-tos, but then add another 5 or 6 that are kind of sprinkled in that maybe are a little bit different. So for instance, this video that we're doing is about hashtags. So maybe hashtags would be in my post text, right? But it wouldn't be in any of my other videos where I didn't talk about hashtags. Hopefully that makes sense. Hashtags can be a lot of work, but it also can be a lot of benefit to your posts, especially on Instagram. So definitely use your hashtags wisely. And if you're thinking, well, Lindsay, how do I know which hashtags to use every time? I have to go back in, I have to type them in. It's such a pain. Go into your notes section. If you're on an Android, I don't know what it is because I am an iPhone user. But on the iPhone, there's a notes app. I'm sure there is on the Android too. And go in and type into your notes app the set core ones that you always use. And then maybe right underneath that, a few others that are ones that you want to sprinkle in from time to time. And then that way you can just go in and copy and paste them. Okay, so you don't have to be writing them out every single time. You can go into that note, you can pull them out, copy, paste them right into Instagram, and it'll save you a ton of time. Another thing that a lot of realtors don't do is they don't tag. So when I say tag, I mean tagging people, other people. Maybe it's your buyer. Maybe it's the lender that you work with, right? Tagging companies. So maybe you have a lender, but then they work at a certain company. You could tag the person and the company. Okay. And then if you have maybe, your inspection guy or something, all these different people that are involved, you want to make sure that you're tagging them in these posts where it makes sense, because that then gets you in front of their audience. And then on top of that, if you've tagged them on Instagram specifically, now they can share your content on their page as well. And a lot of people will pick up those posts that you shared of them and push them into their either story or into their feed. So you always want to be tagging people, companies. The other thing you want to tag is locations. You are a realtor. You work in a specific area. If you are not tagging your city or your area, you're missing the mark. So make sure to always tag people, companies, and also locations. No matter if it's on Facebook, you'll use the actual location tagging or the person tagging and tag them on the post. If you're in Instagram, it's very similar. You tag the location or you can tag people as well. So make sure you're tagging. It's super important to grow your page. You're also not boosting. And that requires a little bit of money, but I'm telling you, it's not a lot. It's crazy. I think agents think that they have to shell out a bunch of money to Mark Zuckerberg every single month to make it so that their posts get in front of other people. But that's not the case. It is literally a cup of coffee, my friends. You like that logo placement? So it's literally a cup of coffee from your local Starbucks every single day. That's all you would have to do. $4 or $5 at the most, right? So make sure you're boosting. It is crazy important. If you want more information about how to specifically boost and target, click right here and watch this video all about how to boost, how to target, what kind of money to spend, all of that. We did a whole boosting a post and you can watch that video right here. All right, so those are my 3 kind of more tactical ways to build your page that I really think are gonna help you grow.